what do you tend to feel on a daily level in terms of discomfort or pain?
Every morning when I wake up, I have pain throughout my body, even though I've slept all night. And my tightest part is in the back of my calves. They're really tight when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
So much so that I tend to walk on my tiptoes just for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Because I feel if I put my feet down flat, that I feel it's going to really pull it.
Yeah.
And then as the day goes on, it seems to work up my body to my back, arms, shoulders, neck, everywhere basically.
And at the end of the day, what's hurting most?
My whole body.
And how does that affect sort of the quality of life, the quality of things for you?
I think I'm just starting to feel that I can't do things like I used to, and I want to, because I know I can still. I'm not at the age where I can say I can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get to that age and say I definitely can't do it anymore. I want to feel actually better as I get older.
What kind of things are a struggle then for you? What kind of things are difficult?
Even simple things like picking something out my bag off the floor.
Yeah.
I'm starting to pick my bag up and put it on the side, because bending over picking it up, it's a strain.
Yeah.
You know, lifting things.
Yeah.
Even sometimes getting out of bed or getting up off the sofa, I think, oh, that hurt. And I don't want to feel, like that.
Because if we look at health or pain and discomfort in terms of cause, effect and cure, we could do something where I could give you a treatment and then the pain and discomfort's gone, or at least it's reduced or diminished from what it is now. Yeah. But then you go away and you do the same things every day in life that then might be creating the problems and then bringing it back. So actually it's better then to have some things that, one, clears the blockages that are in the body and the tensions that are in the body, so that you can move more freely, energy can flow more freely, and then look at the things that actually you can use on a daily level in order to counter the stuff that might be creating the tensions, and eventually they will become like a preventative to the pains, the problems as well. So if we looked at good preventative measures as well as the curative measures, then it'd be a better holistic way of looking at it. And also then it means that clients have less need to come and see me, and they can really work on themselves better as well. Okay, does that sound okay? If you're imagining that you're doing your work and you're doing hairdressing, how is somebody? Are they sitting on a chair at home, like a home chair, like a dining room chair or something like that? Okay. So it might be slightly lower than an elevated chair. Okay. So imagine that person's sitting on their chair. Okay, and you're about to do your hairdressing, and you've got your stuff that you're going to be doing your hairdressing with. Okay. And now kind of play through what it's like when somebody's doing it. Imagine that they're there.
Okay.
And that you're now doing your hairdressing.
My stuff's always to the right. So what I would do is I do stand straight, be combing the hair. I am slightly bending my body, comb the hair, clip it. Now the first section, I get them to look down, and now I bend my back. Here. I do slightly bend my knees, so you crack them, and then I will cut like this, and see I can feel that pulling now straight away. If I'm doing layers, I might bend like this, and then when I'm blow drying, I'm the arm movement like this, and I'm leaning over, round, and I have to accommodate them because in their home it's not like a salon. So I might have to manoeuvre around very small spaces, or even climb over their dog. And I'm kind of like this sometimes. because their child or their dog's there or their house has got bits, and I'm not always in a correct position, so I am.
How long does it take for you to cut hair like that, and how long are you on each session? Are you holding those positions, as in not for each position, but the length of time it takes you to cut a hair? What's that, half an hour, an hour?
Yeah, about half an hour to cut the hair, and then about another half an hour to blow dry and finish
so you could be around a chair in various different angles for about half an hour. Okay, so that in itself is going to require quite a lot of body energy and body mechanics to hold yourself up. Now, if you asked a martial artist, to hold a position like this for half an hour, and then they had to tip over like this, and they were in the wrong position, they would already be creating blockages. Now, one thing I noticed actually that you were doing really well is that when you were doing your hairdressing there, that actually your shoulders were really nice, relaxed. That was actually really good. Because some people that I've seen in hairdressing when I'm having my hair cut as well, they bring their shoulders up a little bit, and when they're cutting the hair, they lift the shoulder up a little bit, lift the shoulder blade up a little bit, and then they're cutting here. Now this creates a whole load of tension down the neck, the shoulders, the arm, and you can imagine that they're doing this quite a lot, and then they've lifted themselves up a little bit here, and they're not breathing as well, and this creates a whole load of tension in the body. But actually what you were doing was doing kind of like this, and this was really nice because your shoulders were relaxed, but the bits where then you're bent over for a period of time, even if somebody wasn't doing hairdressing, they just stood here for like 1 minute, they would feel some pain in their lower back. So what happens if you turn around? What happens here is that imagine that you're bending over slightly doing the hairdressing there, that's it, and already the muscles here are having to work a lot harder for you.
If I
was to put my thumb there, you see, you would feel just here a place that's got a whole load of tension in there, and a whole load of blockages, less on this side. Which might mean that when you're standing, you're slightly more on your left than you are on your right, which is causing a little bit of a stretch on here as well.
I think I do actually. I think I tend to lean. I do tend to lean, into my left.
So, and this is what the body's telling me. Now the other thing is, imagine that if you bend the knees slightly and allow yourself just to not squat in your position, but that exactly there. Now check this out. That tension's no longer there in the same way. Now, of course, inside it's still there, but it's not there in the same way. So when we practice in the martial arts, we do things called stance training, which builds energy in the body because it's useful. So one of the stances, if we were standing like this, we would have the back upright, but the weight would be dropped down through the legs. So whether or not I was like this or like this or like this, actually all positions that you are taking in your hairdressing, very similar in the martial arts. The important thing is the waist, the legs, and the position of the spine. And we look at it from the point of view of the top of the head is in line with the figurative heart, in line with our dantian, our centre. And when you do this, you actually alleviate a lot of pressure in your spine. You notice that? So when you stand like that, so straight away that will change the way that your body mechanics, muscles and energy has to work. So this would be much better. You're already doing actually a really good job on your shoulders. And then the thing to watch out for sometimes is when shoulder does rise up, better to change the position and work from here and then come back round, even if it's tempting to do this. Because it'd be quicker in some ways to do this, work here, but already I can feel tension here when I'm doing that, and it's putting strain on my leg. And if I did this for 5-10 minutes on each session, 8 sessions a day, 20 years, there's a lot of
Suddenly I know why I feel the way I do.
Exactly. So we might do this because it's convenient, but actually, rather than compromise your stance, which is something that we always avoid to do in Shaolin Kung Fu, don't compromise the stance is what my master tells us. Yeah, don't compromise the stance. So, now I come round here. Okay, so I might adjust the footwork, and I might step across and move. Now I'm doing here. Okay, now I'm doing here. And even if I shift onto this leg, I've not compromised the stance by leaning the spine. I can come from here. See how much I can get around here.
This must stay.
This stays top of the head, figurative heart, dantian, stays more in line. So then when you're moving around, then you're not compromising your stance, and therefore you've already released much of the tensions that you're creating on day level. So you don't have to do anything extra. You just shift the way that you're already doing what you're doing. Yeah, does that make sense?
So what happens if you say, for instance, you know, like my lady I did this morning, I was cutting her hair, and then her layers, obviously you have to pull out at certain angles to do, and so I'm pulling out her layer to here. My automatic reaction would be to twist my body like this.
Yeah, so you shift.
So
you might move your foot a little bit. Yeah, you might move your foot, and you work on shifting stance. Yeah. Yeah. So I could put my weight onto my left a little bit.
That's better. But as long as now I'm not doing this.
Yes.
But I'm doing more sort of this.
Yes.
I'm keeping this kind of in line.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's much better. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's much better.
20 years of hairdressing.
That's
so
right.
I
know.
Change.
But actually, it's not something you necessarily taught in hairdressing college, is it?
But it's something I've got used to doing.
People do that in all kinds of jobs. They don't notice actually the unnecessary tensions that they're creating. Another thing that's really, really useful is to learn how to use less effort in whatever you do. Now, most people use a tiny bit more effort than they really need to until you do effortless action. Okay, so for instance, if you lift your arm out to the side towards me, so if you stand sideways, lift your arm out to the side like this, okay. You see the little adjustments that you make in order to try and get to a place where there's less tension.
Right.
See, now if I take the weight of your arm, can you feel here that just before I took the weight of your arm was really having to work hard?
Yes.
And even now, actually, you feel your shoulder is holding extra tension than it really needs to.
Yes.
Now, let your fingers come out like this. Okay. Now, let me take the weight of your arm, so drop your weight of your shoulder. Yeah, that's it. Now, have your fingers pointing out, but without the tension in your shoulder. Drop the weight in your shoulder. That's it. That's it. And I'll get
it's you to almost hard to do, isn't it?
I know, but I'll feel it in your shoulder, you see. There. Yeah. Okay, now, I'm going to take my fingers away slowly. Yeah. You don't have to do anything in your shoulder.
Okay.
Okay, now place your arm down beside your side and breathe out. Okay, and you notice this shoulder is now even more relaxed than the other shoulder.
Yeah, it feels quite heavy. It feels
exactly,
a bit.
Because it's got more energy in it now. Okay, so now we do the same on this one. Okay, so lift this shoulder up. Lift this shoulder up like this. Okay, now just relax your shoulder. That's very good. Okay, so that's nice and fast. Okay. All right. Now let your arm come down. Okay, good. Now bring them up in front of you like this. Okay. And now drop your shoulders down. Ah, good. Okay. Right. Okay. Now let them come down. Okay. Now bring them up almost like it's in a hairdressing position. Yeah. Now relax your shoulders a bit more. Ah, good. Okay. Yeah. There's that small, almost like a settling down within the shoulders. Okay.
Yes.
That is less effort. Now imagine that when you are cutting hair, you had just put in that 5% extra effort into your shoulder than you needed to, but then if you release that effort in that shoulder and now cut, check out your forearms and your hands. Now release it, and as in lift it up. Yeah. Okay, but there's unnecessary tension in there at the moment.
Yeah.
Now release it. It takes a bit of training to do this.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can see where there's the tension.
It's hard to,
okay. So I'm going to offer you something, and this is like a Tai Chi trick, okay? Let your elbows drop a tiny bit.
Right.
Release his shoulders. Ah, there. Okay.
Yeah.
Now in Tai Chi, if the elbows are raised, Chi floats. Yeah.
Okay.
When we sink the elbows down, Chi sinks back down to our dantian. Yeah. So if I was cutting hair, I'm not a hairdresser, I'll do a rubbish haircut. Yeah. So, but if I was to move my arms in a way to cut hair, my elbows are being more relaxed, and it releases the tension in my shoulders. Yeah. Notice that.
Yeah, because I guess I actually don't need my elbows up here when I'm cutting.
No, you don't. That's right.
I don't actually, because
that's right.
I could just
drop them a bit more. That's it.
Cut like this.
That's right.
Yeah.
And now, okay.
Because I'm constantly doing. I'm probably doing it as I'm talking. I'm constantly going like this because I feel like I just.
I know, but that's just a way to try and relieve some of the pressure in your shoulders.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing that you notice as well, which will help you relax, is that where you're standing at the moment, you're kind of standing tall, which is quite good. But actually, if you just not collapse, but just allow yourself to soften into your legs. Good there.
Oh, yeah.
Now lift your shoulders up from your hand. Lift your arms up from your hands, but not from your shoulders.
My hands, right.
Lift them up from your hands, not shoulders.
Yeah.
Okay. Look how much more relaxed the body is now.
Yeah.
Okay. Completely different because you're relaxed into your body before you lift your arms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is qigong. This is Tai Chi. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was.
It's like the qigong of hairdressing.
Because I was lifting from my shoulders before.
That's right.
And then I was holding it there and I was,
That's it. Okay, so turn around now. Okay, so if you turn all the way around here.
Yeah. So
then what I'd be having a look at is in terms of alignment and posture. So if I have a look at, okay, the alignment of the hips at the moment, the right side of the hip, okay, where I'm on the bone here, is higher than your left side. Okay, now this is going to cause you a whole load of tension here. It's also going to ride up here. Okay, which I imagine that this side here is tight to this side. Yes, it is. Okay, because that the alignment here is creating tension as well. Okay. So after we've done some work on the couch, I'll show you a couple of things that you can do in order to alleviate the pressure in the body like that. Okay, they're really simple. They take about a minute to do.
Right.
Okay? And then they'd be really easy.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Now you could just move and hold yourself in a different way, and then suddenly you've already created less tension.
Yes. Yeah.
Easy. Nice, simple. Sit, and then I'll take the weight of your arm. That's lovely. Stand up, and then we'll just have a look to see how shoulder and alignment are doing here, and where there's places of tension, and then we'll have a look at the lifting the shoulders up again, just see how different that is now. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah.
Feel a bit spaced?
I feel a bit
spaced? Yeah. Okay, it's quite normal. Okay, so if we lift the arm up and just let it come up and float up.
Yeah. Okay,
so already actually the shoulder's much better. It almost went to go into an old habit and then realised
it was relaxed.
It was already relaxed. That was quite interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah.
So that's very different. Okay, so now just lift the shoulders up, the hands up with ease. You see, that's it. And you see how as the hands come up, the elbows don't come higher than the wrist. That's it. And now shoulders, you see, are a lot more relaxed. So even if you were to relax the these a bit more here, that's it. And now hold the position in the hands, then this whole place is a lot freer. Which actually means the ribs will be a lot freer. Which means the back's a lot freer as well, which is really good. Okay, so if you turn around, I'm just going to have a look to see how the energy is flowing down the back Open up a couple of points in the base of the spine. If you feel yourself rocking backwards or forwards when I do this, just go with it rather than tightening up at all, okay? Okay, so this is good. So here I'm just opening up a couple of the points here, just seeing how the energy is flowing through, and that's flowing through very nicely, because as you find you're rising up onto the toes, then you find energy's flowing very nicely.
Yeah, could feel like I could tip forward.
That's it, and you won't actually fall forward, but you find that energy just flows a bit better around here. Good. Very good. Okay, so this is nice. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay, so that's flowing nice. Okay, so that's good. Okay, how you doing?
Yeah, good. Yeah, feel much better.
So I'm going to show you a couple of things that you'll be able to do as well then to help, that you can do on a day level to free some of the tensions up, okay? Within the exercises that were taught at the Shaolin Temple, and we're talking about 1500 years ago, there was 18 main exercises that they did. But over the years, various people have changed these exercises according to their needs. But actually, one of the first exercises, called Lifting the Sky, is one of the best ones. But there's an ad hoc version of it that we use in our schools sometimes to help people with shoulders and back things, okay? So if you have your hands like this, okay, then turn the hands over and then bring the arms up above your head and now push towards the sky, separate your fingers and come down and then look forward and breathe out. That's it, okay? So you come like this and then here, breathe in, push up and breathe out. Like this, good. Come here like this. Come up, push up and breathe out. Okay, so that's the ad hoc version of me doing this, okay? And the reason we do it with the hands like this is that if there's one shoulder more dominant than the other or uses more, or one slightly out of alignment, by doing this, it actually allows you to keep that equal shoulder, equal movement of arms, you see, and stretch. So now as you come up and you push towards the sky, feel it stretch from right down here as well, down at the base of your back. Feel it stretch from there, first of all. Okay, that's it. So it's a very gentle stretch, okay, and then breathe out through the mouth on the way down. Okay, now this time, now this time imagine that when you're pushing up towards the sky, okay, and this one's called Lifting the Sky, when you're pushing up towards the sky, imagine that actually there's a very gentle stretch from the base of your feet all the way up to your hands, okay? So come up, breathe in, okay, and gently push up, so that gentle stretch all the way up from there. Nice, okay? Here. Okay, very good. Okay, so now from there, okay, just have like this, come up, okay, over and down. Okay, up, over and down. That's it. Up, over and down. Now, when you're hairdressing, you're going to be using a whole load of muscles in your arms and your tendons a lot. Okay, so these are going to build up a fair amount of tension in wrist and hand and arm. When you do this exercise like this, it just you feel it free up, okay, all of that stuff around your shoulders and arms, and when you breathe out, it's like you're breathing away any of that tension that you built up during the day. So you go like this, breathe in, good, and breathe out, that's it. Breathe in, breathe out, good, now breathe in, okay, breathe out.
It's hard to remember the motion, I guess.
That's
it
okay.
just comes
Actually, you're doing it beautifully.
When it, you know, eventually.
Yeah, but you can always check on this video, can't you? You can always have a look on the video, just remind yourself, okay? Yeah. So just so in case other people want to do this exercise, it's coming up, okay, it's coming over, and then it's coming down like this, okay, so it's coming up, breathing in, coming back here, and then breathing out. That's it, breathing in, here, and breathing out. And the other one that we did was just like this, okay, comes up, pushes up, and then comes down. That's it. So it comes up, pushes up, and then comes down. Okay, like that. Okay, so really nice and easy. And then the other place that would suffer from quite a lot of usage and tension is neck, head, shoulder blades, and the area of the spine between there. Okay, but of course everything's all connected up anyway. So the muscles tense on the bottom of the feet, the way that you stand, affects all the muscles in your body and all the tendons and systems as well. But one of the exercises that's really good is this one, which is you just gently turn your head to the side, okay, and when you turn the head to the side, now look with your eyes over there, that's it. Okay, now turn your head to the other side, okay, and look with your eyes all the way back. Okay, now turn to the other side, and look with your eyes, okay, good. Turn the other way, look with the eyes, okay, now go back the other way, look with the eyes. We're just doing this 3 times, okay, and then the other way, and look with the eyes, and then come back to here. Now tuck your chin into your chest. Okay, any tensions that are in your spine, you might feel them at the moment. Okay, now bring the head up, open the mouth, and just look at the ceiling. Okay, that's it. Now tuck the chin into the chest. That's it. Come up, look at the ceiling. Almost like you're catching flies with the mouth open. That's it. That's it. Now come down. Okay, look up. Okay, and then come back upright. Okay, now tuck the chin into the chest again. This time we're going to very slowly rotate the head around, all the way around like this. That's it. We're going to go 3 times one way, okay, and then 3 times the other way. So 3 times one way, okay, rolling gently around like this, and then 3 times the other way. And then come back up to centre, and then just stand there for a moment, not thinking or doing anything. Okay, the mouth gently open. You can close your eyes if you like. Okay, and this is your time to spend like 20-30 seconds. Okay, not doing anything or thinking about anything. Just standing up, relax. That's it, and not actually having to do anything at all. Okay, just enjoy that for another 10 or 15 seconds. Of course, people can do this for a lot longer. It's called entering into a achieving state of mind. But even 20-30 seconds of doing this, after you've done some exercises, will really help systems calm down as well. Brain activity calm down. All systems calm down, which means they can communicate better with each other, which means they can alleviate all pressures and tensions and help with that as well. Good, and then just rub your palms together like this, okay, dab the eyes and massage around the face and the head. Okay, when you wake up in the morning, chances are, like it is for quite a few people, back is stiffer, systems are stiffer. Okay, so you get out of bed, okay, and you gently drum the buttocks with the back of the hand, gently, okay, avoid hitting the spine, drum the buttocks and then drum around the kidney area. Okay, and drum the buttocks again, drum the kidney area, drum the buttocks, okay, drum the kidney area, drum the buttocks, and then breathe out. Okay, that will wake up a whole load of stuff. Okay, you could, if you wanted to, then do those exercises 3 times that one, 3 times this one, and then 3 times each of the turning heads, tucking the head in, and then rotating the head. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It'll take you 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it would wake up a whole load of stuff. Yeah. Okay. So they are types of Qigong exercises. Qigong works on the level of body, mind, and energy. Of course, that would have woken up some stuff in the energy systems, and of course, your mind was more relaxed because you weren't thinking about anything. But we were working more on the form level of the Qigong as opposed to getting energy to flow and entering into a Zen state of mind. But at a later stage, you can do all of that. But right now, actually, if you just focused on the gentle relaxation form, make sure that whenever you're doing your things, just check. Am I compromising my stance?
Yeah.
No. Okay, I'm in a good stance.
Yeah.
Are my elbows relaxed? Yeah. Are my shoulders relaxed? Okay. That will alleviate a lot of stuff as well.
Yeah.
Okay. It will help you relax. Okay.